It is October 1st, Wednesday, October 1st, 9 p.m. Central Time here in Dallas, Texas. I'm your host, Gerardo G. Money Pies, along with Danimo Hansen, Mr. FX, Danimo FX, excuse me. You're going to mark up the charts for you guys, give you guys the midweek review how we speculated today's Wednesday setup. Yeah, just give you guys a quick summary of everything that's going on in this trading space, with gold, the economy, do the best we can that we have, right? As always, right, these calls are for educational purposes only. Any trade idea or suggestion, it is just that. Pure speculation on our part. So make sure to treat it that way. If you guys don't know me, welcome in. I am Gerardo G. Money Pies, based out of Dallas, Texas. I've been in this trading space almost 10 years now. I've been an educator for five, been profitable for about 5 years as well. And yeah, this is trading is all I do when it comes to my income. And I have a passion here for teaching you guys how to, make these charts simple and practical. We have good strategies, good top-down analysis for you guys to learn. And yeah, all the companies that I've been a part of, a lot of students that came along me have gone a long way. A lot of students have become their own independent traders. Some have become, the kind of group. They started their own communities. I'm trying to build one consistently. It's got consistent following. That's fair. I'm partnered up with the COC Life community with Cesar Munoz, and we're helping build something very strong there as well. But welcome in, everybody. Let's go ahead and get us going. Danimal, how's your Wednesday evening going, man?
Going good. It was a beautiful trade day. I mean, we got our it's just a beautiful day. Got that nice impulse and then nice retracement. Doesn't get prettier than that.
Absolutely. Let me say hello to people. Say hello here. Carol, welcome in. Prachi, good evening. Pablo, hola, hola. Michoacan, Mexico. Fabiola, San Diego, California. Welcome in, welcome in. And for the rest, also welcome in, guys. Pleasure, guys, to have you guys here. Let's see where we get started, guys. I mean, today, gold has been bullish. We speculated. I wanted price to go a little bit lower today, at least this 1 hour area. So today the opportunity was actually a sell during New York. It wasn't pretty, a lot of retracements after it dropped. But yeah, there was this there's an equilibrium area right here, little rally-based rally that I wanted to see price kind of bounce to and kind of get a retouch of the 23%. But for the most part, right, how I grade myself on a daily basis, regardless if the overall trend is bullish, regardless if it's bearish, regardless if it's consolidating, is I grade myself right based on if I'm looking for sales today and the biggest move during New York session, because that's where I mainly trade. If it's also bearish, I think I did it. That was correct. Okay, so this is how you kind of measure those things, right? With the sessions. So here, I rewinded the time back a little bit. This indicator, the sessions indicator that we like to use, it provides to us the data. Okay, hello, Sylvie. The data of price movement in the very specific times, which is the sessions. Asian session, London session, New York session. The London session does overlap until 11 o'clock for the during New York. But I don't like that information there. So I cut it off at 6 o'clock in the morning Central Time, and I start the New York session right at 7, all the way down to about 3:30. Okay, 3:30 Central Time. Gold closed at 4, so that's what it is. So today, right, the biggest movement during New York, right? So literally from this point onwards to the right, that was the highest price, and then this was the lowest price. So where was the strongest movement during New York in yesterday's trading day? It was down, right? It was down. So today we're kind of focused more on sales. I got us a few sales around here. And I actually wanted to take profit at 18.52, and I didn't really capitalize the way I wanted to, but that's how I graded myself on, right? I wanted price to come a little bit lower, which was those areas that I told you guys about, like this a retouch of the 23%, which is price level at 38.53. I was trying to sell it to 38.52. It was a little stubborn right there for various reasons, right? Regardless of what's going on economically, I mean, these charts, the technicals analysis is usually lining up with the fundamentals, right? So that's how I do it. Okay. See, on so this was Wednesday, this was Tuesday. Tuesday's price action, right? Tuesday's price action, just to make things clear, it was a complete fail because the biggest movement during New York, right, was a bullish. Okay, let's go back to Tuesday. Okay, so see, this is Tuesday right here. You see that? This is the low and this is the high. We I try to sell on Tuesday around this level here. We did wait for our sell high area, but look how many pips we got from there versus how many pips it gave to the top side, right? So every time, every day, every trading day, that is my goal, right? It's like I'm trying to find the direction with the overall structure with momentum. And I'm trying to pick a buy or sell. And by the time that trading day is over, even though let's just say I entered from this level and I took profit from there to there, right? Which is, it's still a good amount of pips, and I don't catch all of this stuff. I still want to make sure that I'm trading in the direction of the bigger move, right? Of the bigger move. Um, and that's what I do that intraday every day during that overlap time. So, now that we're in midweek, let's see how everything plays out. This is now a live chart. Let's go to my original speculation that I did on Sunday, and let's see how we are right now for it. Let me quickly go to the 4 hour time frame. There it is. And this is what we had, Danimal. This is what we had for
Yep. That was the play of the week. Got above the previous weekly high and shot up to extensions. And
absolutely. And yeah, I mean, we were still looking for buys, speculating buys.
I just
We're
decided to,
Yeah,
hey,
but it go for that. Sorry. Oh, I lost you there, Dan. Were you saying something?
no, but I think I don't know if it's your internet or not, but I think you just faded out. You're starting to say something, then you.
Got it. Yeah, I'm a little choppy right now when it comes to the connection. But yes, right. This area here represents the high and the low of the previous week. I want a price to come back maybe to 50%, maybe even lower, so we can get that huge buy that we want to go towards 4,000. But price decided to just immediately pump up, that a big sell off, and then it pumps up again, right? And it's just it's just interesting, guys. See how this huge canvas that we had in 4 hours, we engulfed one, two, three, four, five. In 4 hours, we engulfed 20 hours. And actually, even this one too. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah. Six times four, 24 hours, right? In one candlestick, we engulfed the entire almost 24 hours of time.
But what's
Right.
interesting, if you're using the ETM strategy like we do, we got this rally-based rally, and our stop loss is down here. So it literally played out so perfectly. So if you actually set your trade there, your stop loss down here, take profit, at the extension, that's game over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But it's just interesting, guys. You know how the we love candlesticks because they communicate to us a lot, right? They communicate to us, like who's in control and so on and so forth. But at the same times, they do mess with your, psychology and decision making, right? Let me like if I rewind back to here and you see this price action, I mean, look at that, guys. That's like, oh man, how do you buy against this big old engulfing candle, right? How do you buy it with it? And it's really tough to see it just like this. That's why I like to use the higher time frame candles indicator on the weekly scale and also on the 2 hour scale, right? And now on this 2 hour scale, my daily candle comes in. Okay. This entire blue box represents Monday. And we're selling into 50% on Monday. Like, okay, now I feel a little bit more confident that we could potentially turn, right? And get a bigger push to the top side. And then we're breaking and retest the previous weekly high. So there was some confirmations there to take it. And then long story short, right? Price does that. Okay. So this is where we are now. And let's speculate to see how it works out. Let's see here. I'll do a quick top-down analysis, midweek review style. For those of y'all who would like to see that. Let's see. How's this one looking? Wait, this is a sale that I wanted. All right. This is a Saxo chart. I do want to look at the monthly candle, okay? Because the month of September just closed. And let's go big time. Let's go quarterly candlesticks, guys. The quarter also closed. Correct me if I'm wrong, Dan. Yeah, right. The quarter just closed. So we have the fourth quarter in
Yep,
play now.
fourth quarter close. Yeah.
Fourth quarter in play. Okay. And check this out, guys. When gold's in all-time highs, where is it going to stop? It's unpredictable. We're all-time highs, etc. No. The Fibonacci retracement tool with the extensions, it gives you what you need, okay? To kind of guide you. Yeah, that candlestick just was the all-time high there. But anyways, okay. This is for quarter one. We close a bullish candlestick on a quarterly basis. Once a candle closed, or once price establishes its low and high, what is our next step that we normally do? We fib, right? We fib from low to high, that candlestick, correct?
Yep.
What do we look for here normally for the next play?
Retracement.
Retracement to the what levels then?
Either the 236, the minimum, to at least the 50 or 618.
Mm-hmm. So absolutely. So we're just basically looking for a retracement. This is basically the retracement zone. Let's put it like that. Okay. Anywhere at least touching the 23%, all the way down to 61. And if you really want to go lower, you can. But that's basically the retracement zone, which is our entry zone based on this control candle. All right. And then we try to take profit at the extensions. Okay. Let's see what the next quarter does, right? There it goes. It's coming into a retracement level. And there it goes. It's the extensions. And then the quarter goes up. And look at that, up and down. Oh my goodness. That was tough. There it is. New quarter opened up. You see that? So technically here, I probably hit a higher extension. Yeah, I hit the negative 0.618 extension. Okay. So we made a higher high. So we walked the fib to the next quarter, as so. And then what do we do here? Same thing, guys. These are our targets. These are our retracement levels. Like this. But what's interesting about this candlestick is that inside of this candlestick, we closed at a retracement zone or a retracement level. You see that? So inside of this quarter, this wick to the downside is the retracement. And let's see what happens. Quarter three, we barely touched 23%. It plays with our emotions. And then there it goes. You see that, guys? Did you guys see that? Who's never seen it this way before? Who has? And they're just kind of like, really, G? Really, Danimal? Is this really happening over and over and over? And it is. We're in a quarterly candlestick, and this same movement happens on a daily candle, on a weekly candle, on a 15-minute candle, on a 1-minute candle, on actual impulse correction structure. This movement is happening every time. Okay. So what do we do now? Quarter three just closed. Q1, right, was this one. Q2 was this one. And Q3 was this one. So the quarter just closed, right? So we got the open and the close, very strong candle. So what do we do here? We fib low to high, right? There you go, Mr. Ron. So highest probability, what happened in quarter two? We went down first, right? To the retracement. What happened in quarter three? Well, quarter two closed at 38%. Quarter three just barely wicked a little bit lower and going up. So what potentially can happen in quarter four before it goes higher to 4,000?
It could retrace down at least 236 down to our regular zones. Yeah.
Exactly, right there.
Same thing it does every time, Pinky. Tries to take over the world.
That's right, Animal. That is right. Paulo wants the golden zone. Oh my goodness, Paulo. That's deep. Hey, but you never know, right? But at least, right, Pablo, we'll try to get to touch the 23%, right? At least. How many pips is it between now and the 23%? Let's see. That's in dollars. So that is 144 pips, which is the same thing as 1,440 pips, guys. So 1,040 pips. So all we got to do now, okay, is just go to a lower time frame. I do want to check out the monthly candle. Let me see how that closed. In the monthly candlestick of September did close pretty strong. So this is September, August, July. Look where the golden zone is, Pablo. Back where this wick is at. Nice little support and resistance area. So, hey, you never know, right? Good observation right there. All right. If we were to fib just the monthly candlestick alone of September, give or take, that area is about the 23%. Okay. What price level is the 23% here? 37.33. Let's put that right here. 23%. The Q3, 23% is the price level of 37.33. So all we're doing, guys, is focusing on the blue zone and what we're doing now. Let's go to the weekly now. The weekly's just been bullish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 consecutive bullish weeks. On a daily scale, we had a few bearish candles, a few bears, bullish, the pullback there, impulse. So again, here goes the 23% level right there. We're at that zero. Let's just quickly check how it looks in the 12-hour chart. So again, even as I'm saying, right, I would like for price to get down there. Okay. The buyers are not just going to let it drop. Okay. They're not going to let it drop. On the 12-hour chart, we got this engulfing candle, BEC pattern, where it's going to struggle to break that there. Let me label this a 12-hour chart. Let's go down to the 8-hour and let's see how it looks around here. Okay. We have two nice little rally-based rallies down here. Also a flip zone drop-based drop. So that's not a little bad area for buyers can step in as well. Okay. So again, right, the drop to the downside, assuming that we're going to buy from there, is not going to be fluid, right? A lot of things can happen. 4-hour chart, you start seeing the previous weekly high. So again, right, this area here is going to behave like a support and resistance area because of that, right? Previous weekly high. So it's not going to go down so easily. 2-hour chart, the days start popping up. 50% of this day, we're going to find a struggle there. My favorite chart right now for the charts in general for gold is the 1-hour chart, guys. Okay, that is my favorite chart right here. Okay, because here we got some nice impulse correction structure. We also have this little rally-based rally that is. Let me put this as previous weekly high. Okay, I would love for us to retest the previous weekly high one more time if the momentum is there. But I would love for us to get this 1-hour rally-based rally to complete a harmonic pattern. Okay, a sharp harmonic pattern. That's what I would like us to do. But there's still a lot of bullish volume around here that we need to break. Okay. We do have some fundamentals still remaining for this week. NFP will be the what do you call it? The Friday non-farm payroll. And then I'm not sure I got to notice that the government shut down the United States. I'm not sure you
Oh
got
yeah,
that. Yeah,
yeah.
what
I
happened
saw
there,
that.
man? Did you read into that, or
The
what's your
only
thoughts on
thing,
that?
it's gonna be just a pain in the butt. It's not gonna really affect too many people's money yet until the next employment claims report comes out,
Which is the
because
Friday
it's
one,
going to
right?
be a huge, significant decrease. So right now, people are still going to be moving their money out of cash and putting it into gold. So I think we're going to keep buying.
I agree, man. I agree. And again, though, maybe this little pause right here allows gold to breathe a little bit, and then once the numbers pop up, it's ready to take off. It's just very interesting, guys. I mean, gold sold today, and I think if we were to check the news today, I think both came out like positive, I believe, or excuse me, negative. Today's, look at this, Wednesday, October 1st, negative for the dollar, negative for the dollar. You see red here, you automatically think, hey, weak dollar, buy gold. Well, yeah, buy gold, but at the same time, it still has to flow through its technical analysis, right? And what's interesting, the moment that 7:15 news came up, we did get a little push up, and then it went down, right? So I think gold is bullish. It's just trying to it wants to entice people to buy high because there's more volume to the market, more liquidity to the market, and easier for the big money to get involved in these charts, right? Since institutions move these markets. Um, Inside of this 12-hour area, I do like this rally-based rally right there, which I think is going to be a problem. But if we break it, if we can break this 12-hour, 1 hour zone, I think we flow down, guys. I really do. Okay. I think it's gonna be one of those where if it doesn't find support here, right? I believe it will break it. It'll create a huge impulse this way. Maybe fill in this little imbalance left over there in the 1 hour chart, then come back and retest, and then find its way down back there.
Yeah,
Okay,
because I
so
really like it to come back and hit this level right here, because that's right our previous weekly high. That's a nice strong base for a rally base rally. So, and that's close enough to our 8 hour,
mhm.
um,
Yeah,
which
so
we
let me scoot that over there, Daniel, right there. And I'm gonna put
eight
that the
hour, one
one.
hour zone. Look at that.
Yep.
So that would be pretty.
That to me is the ideal play, guys. If we can come back below that 3,800 level, we can take that by the 4,000. Remember
Yeah.
this in this huge fib that you see over here, that's the quarterly fib, right? That's
So
the
if we fit this impulse here,
which
this
one?
impulse here, and we got our harmonic pattern going to at least what here, 78 here. We got a nice harmonic pattern. Sorry,
Yep.
I can't drop for nothing, but
That
I would
was
like
good
to
to
see
me.
that harmonic pattern play out.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you guys here familiar with harmonics? Um, Harmonics is just basically, M patterns, W patterns, and they themselves complete either a bullish signal or a bearish signal. And they're very, very interesting. They have a lot of calculations. There's way too many of them. There's the Gartley, that's the most original pattern. There's called bats, deep bats, sharks. Gold does like to kind of draw sharks out more than other pairs, but because it's so volatile. But that's again the right trading is about seeing patterns, visualizing how to create that flat pattern, or how to trade a completed pattern, and then from there finding ways to use proper risk management to take trades, right? So yeah, this is a nice impulse. Okay, correction made a higher high, or did it really? I think hit the negative 18%, so not really. And I think it would like to correct itself to then complete the higher high. But let me share this chart with you guys.
I thought on your previous week, didn't you make the negative 272 on the
Um,
previous week?
no, well, on the previous week, then that thing just it exploded way above.
That's what I thought. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So
That one,
yeah, that's
yeah,
huge. So like I said,
it
this
shattered it,
impulse.
man. It shattered it. Let me just
Yeah,
go
so
back to
this
this.
impulse definitely. Yeah, so we had the what was our last bid we had from last Sunday?
Yeah, right here.
There it is. Yeah, so we blew that out of the water. So now we have this new impulse from here to here, these 2 days.
Okay, you like
That
those two
impulse.
days?
Yeah, I like those 2 days. Yeah.
Okay, and then from there, that's kind of the next move.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Sorry
Yeah,
about that. I'm getting rid of my little
no, no,
drawings.
you're good. You're good. But yeah, guys, that's the speculation for that. Let me go ahead and share them in our telegrams. I don't have my phone on me to share them. But Daniel, feel free to share them on the Trade Lounge Telegram, the link, also the Yes or Yes Academy
Yeah, I'll put it in the
Telegram as well.
WhatsApp and yeah,
Yeah,
WhatsApp and
yeah,
yeah, I got
if you don't mind,
you.
just a
Don't mind at all.
speculation.
Just gotta remember which one
Yeah, yeah,
the
but
trade.
started.
Yeah, trade chat. Okay.
Yeah, guys, but starting next week, these classes will resume. But midday, I would like to start kind of doing like an introduction to trading, Q&A, and at the same time, kind of help our community members get familiar how to using the technology needed to trade. Those calls will be open to the public. I just want to make sure that we make people aware, the power of trading. What I provide, the value that I provide is just helping you read charts, understand them. The markup that we do, they apply to almost anything. If I go back here, hold on here. This is a speculation that I had for the
I see.
Tesla. And look at this, guys. I was saying below 300, look for buys. Impulse, correction, impulse. You fib low to high. Price came down to the 78%, which is also a weekly, I believe it was a weekly. Yep. Rally base rally. It took a few weeks to accumulate, went back above, got below,
I
retested that
remember
area.
when you told us to jump in at this level.
And then we got to 23%. We established ourselves about 23%. So I think Tesla's going up to 560, guys. 560.
Yeah.
Bitcoin, let's just take a quick glance at Bitcoin, see how it's playing out. I haven't looked at it in a while. Let me see if I have a markup in there or not. I may not even have a markup in there, to be
I got
honest.
beautiful on last impulse, correction impulse. What was it on the weekly?
Yeah,
That was pretty.
I think I deleted that markup there.
That was gorgeous. I
But
think,
here it is right here. I see the impulses right here on the weekly
yeah.
scale. All right, so check it out, guys. This is the impulses that I see for Bitcoin. What is this here? Oops, that didn't work. That's a low. That's a low. That's a high. Once you get a low and high, what do? We fib it. Low to high. Okay. Where did price come back and retraced?
The 382.
382 exactly. What is at the 382? A beautiful rally base rally. It took a few weeks. It established itself above 23%, and then boom, skyrocketed up to the negative 618 extension. Okay, well, because we got the retracement past the 23%, that's a higher low. And because we got the extension past the 272, that's a higher high. So now we got a new high and excuse me, a new low and the new high. Everything to the left of this is irrelevant, okay, until this gets broken. And then we just delete the fib, restart it one more time from this low to that high. Okay. What happened here? Price came down to about 50, 61%. Came back and tested the highs, established itself above 23%. And then get back up. That extension is stopping it. And where is Bitcoin going? Well, there goes the extension, guys. Okay. I don't know. I don't follow Bitcoin too much fundamentally to see what numbers it's at. It's projected to go. But based on this fib level, we can be reaching that 140, 150 level.
I
Right,
think based
guys?
on what Trump's working on, I believe 200,000 is a projection that I heard,
Okay.
because he's really pushing the coins,
Gotcha.
big into coins, especially for senior citizens.
There you go.
So,
Yeah. But that's what we teach guys in the general basis. With these charts, we do have live sessions on the Yes or Yes Academy. We also have some technology in there that helps us kind of give the signal. We have a bot called Fibo, and this Fibo definitely gives us signals. It had a tough one today to open up, but it called the sell, and it actually hit and take profit. But over the month, it did pretty good on September. It over one London session, it called a buy too high, got stopped out. But that same session during New York, it caught two buys. They hit take profit pretty quickly, but it gave a massive push afterwards. So we got some technology there to the Yes or Yes Academy. if that's something that for busy individuals who don't have too much time to learn, but one and a signal to just start trading, it provides that for you guys. Okay. Um, yeah, so I am right now to close out. I am more in favor for price to go lower. I'm not sure if it'll go higher. Let me just quickly check, and we'll close it out for today. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Any speculation you got, Dan, on your part that you reviewed already?
I'm just looking for right now we're testing this 23 down here. I'm waiting for price to come and retest this zone.
Okay.
And if it doesn't, I'm gonna come down because we already hit this level and we tested this. So now I think I'm gonna go back and test the top side.
Okay.
That's pretty much what I'm looking for.
Nice. Nice. Yeah. Well, where did my chart go? Oh,
And there's
sales.
that crazy harmonic I talked about. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking at too, man. That's the
Yeah.
one I'm looking into.
Me too. I'm
Yeah.
keeping an eye on that one because that one, I'm in favor of it. It may take us a while to get there.
Yeah, I
Watch
also have
the penny.
a custom indicator that I created, and kind of gives us an intraday view of things, structure, momentum, timing, and yeah, we'll see. We got to pass to the midpoint, and then let's see if we can test those highs. But
Like I said, I like the zone in between just between the 223 lines is my sweet spot. I like trading in that zone if you're going to counter trend trade.
mhm,
I kind of like, we get this impulse down, we test it, then come back, test that, and if it doesn't, we'll come back down. And so you can ride this a couple of times if it plays out the way I hope it will. But
awesome.
I'm looking for some buys going into between today and tomorrow.
Tomorrow, New York.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So we might see
Yeah.
a pump up during the London session.
Yep.
Come back and test this zone.
I agree. I agree. Yep. All right,
And then
guys, and
sell off in
yeah,
the morning. That'd be
we
nice.
we appreciate you guys turning into our Wednesday trade lounge. We'll be back every Wednesday. We do have a few telegrams out there. If you want more information on on the COC live community, we let feel free to message me, and we'll go from there. But we appreciate everybody being here. Everybody have a great evening. Trade safe, and any more updates we'll share in the telegram. Thanks so much. Have a good one. Bye now.
Good night.
See you, Danimal.